Hey everybody, welcome to CyberKai, and for today's episode we're going to talk about how to search for an IT job. Okay, so when you're first starting out in IT and you're looking for your very first IT job, or maybe you're looking for that more advanced IT job or that next step along your path in your own professional IT career, the first thing you want to do is, how do I let people know that I'm looking for a job? And then how do I go about finding the jobs that I want? Step one is going to be to tailor yourself to what other people are looking for in the profession or career track that you want. An example of this would be if you want to be a Linux or let's say a Windows administrator, or a network engineer, and you're like, all right, I want to be a server admin, or I want to be a network engineer. How do I find those specific roles? Go ahead. Two good things that I've done in the past to find good roles is I have either gone onto Indeed or something of that nature, and then I will, instead of typing the job or the profession, I'll actually type in my certification acronym. So the MCSA or the CISSP or the CCNP or the CCNA, put one of those acronyms into put one of those acronyms into the into the search field under the what, and then kind of leave the where blank for now. We can focus on that in a minute, but that will tell you what that'll give you a list of all those types of jobs, and then from there look under the requirements, the descriptions, etc. For a lot of those jobs, write them out on a list. What are these jobs requiring under basic requirements? Because that's usually what they're really looking for. And of course, it's good to have the extra stuff too, but just for the basic requirements, they're going to list off like a bullet pointed checklist of you got to meet A, B, and C. If you want to meet A, B, and C, go ahead and put 50 job postings together, take out a piece of paper and write out, hey, this type of job, on average, they're looking for these top 5-6 things. Do I have these 5-6 things? If you don't, well, then you have a checklist of things you need to go look for, things to pursue, certifications to study for, etc. Or just technologies to buff up on, so that when you get into the interview portion or the technical interview portion, which comes later, you don't sound like the dumb guy in the room on the phone or in person, which is even worse. You want to go into the interview with the utmost confidence that you know exactly what you're talking about. You are the professional that they're looking for, and you are going to provide them with the IT service knowledge and experience that they're looking to they're looking to hire. Using that kind of mindset is a really, really good way to narrow down what type of job you're looking for. Yeah, I see you, buddy. I see you. Narrow down what you can expect and what you can expect from an employer to ask you. So after you've gone to different job posting sites and you've made a checklist of this is what people are looking for, then you know what you have to go study for to see if you meet or don't meet that next step up. If you don't meet that next step up, hey, that's no big deal. You have a steady road ahead of you. You know where you're going. You know what you need to do to accomplish your own IT goals. And if you do have those things, or if you do meet all those requirements that you see, or a lot of those requirements that people are asking for, then hey, go ahead and start applying for those positions. Start getting your name out there. Go on social media. Make a on LinkedIn is a really great way to let people know, especially IT recruiters, that you're in the market for an IT job. A very common thing that is done within the IT job seeking community is that IT professionals will go to, let's say, LinkedIn, or they'll go to Glassdoor. Let's start with Glassdoor. I use them as a template, and then I go to LinkedIn later. Go to Glassdoor or go to Indeed or any of these job posting sites. Type in the job that you want and the location that you want to work in. Then make a list of all those companies that are hiring in those areas. And you can apply on those sites, that's fine too. But after you apply to those jobs on those job posting sites, then go on to LinkedIn, search the company that is hiring for those jobs and start adding them on your LinkedIn profile, especially go under the people who are already on that LinkedIn profile. And who's on LinkedIn? People looking for jobs and recruiters, right? So if you go to that company's website, their LinkedIn profile, they're going to have a bunch of their IT recruiters listed. Add them on LinkedIn. Recruiters love to be added, especially if you're in your name block on your LinkedIn profile picture. You have a couple of acronyms of your first couple of certifications or your highest level of certifications. That's a pretty common thing that people do. Add those recruiters onto LinkedIn. Add 50 recruiters from Lockheed Martin. Add 50 recruiters from General Dynamics. Add 50 recruiters from ACI Federal, Booz, etc. Just start finding those companies, then start adding all of their recruiters. Wait a couple of days. Once you get all these people who've added you on LinkedIn, their LinkedIn profile, when you make a post, they're going to see that post. So once you have 100, 200 people added to your LinkedIn profile, and if you're just adding recruiters, they're all just going to click yes. You're going to get 100 or 200 pretty quick. And even if it's like 50, don't worry. You only need one. For all these jobs that you actually want, that you're searching for. Then on your LinkedIn profile, post that you're looking for a job. All of these recruiters will see your name, they'll see that you're looking, and then there's a really good chance that if you go over to your if they go to their portal, they're gonna see that, hey, you've applied to 3 of their positions or 2 of their positions or something of that nature. And they're gonna go, hey, John or Carl or Sam or Chris, we think he's a good candidate or she's a good candidate for this position. They've already applied for it. We know they're in the market. And just gives them that extra reminder that you're interested in. They get more of a, it's easier for a recruiter or a job employer to say yes if you make it easy for them to find you and you make it easy for them to say yes. What is he going to do with that ball? I don't know. I really don't know. I should probably see what he's plotting. All right, I'm going to go do that.